Mr. President. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is the financial watchdog to keep people from getting cheated on credit cards and mortgages and Venmo and payday loans and a zillion other transactions. When this financial cop can't do its job, there is no one else in the federal government to pick up the slack. The CFPB has returned over $21 billion to more than 205 million Americans who were cheated by big banks and giant corporations. That is why this agency is popular across the country. But from the beginning, Republicans in Congress have been trying to kill it, and now they want to slash the CFPB's modest funding cap almost in half. Not to save working people money, but to make it easier for corporations to trick and trap millions of people. Scammers love this Republican move. I urge my colleagues to vote yes to support the CFPB, the little agency that fights for all Americans. And I reserve the remainder of my time.
Mr. President.
I recognize the senator from South Carolina.
Thank you, Mr. President. I urge my colleagues to oppose this amendment. Section 30001 is purely budgetary and changes the CFPB's funding cap from 12% to 6.5%. It would provide the agency with ample funding to perform its statutory mandate. The funding available to the agency will grow each year as it is adjusted for inflation. There is nothing more budgetary than Congress deciding the funding level of an agency. I ask my colleagues to vote no on this amendment.
Mr. President.
Time's expired.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Oh, good. Yeas and nays. Yeas and nays.
Mr. President, look, all this is about
Mr. President.
No, yeas and nays.
I'm sorry, I asked for the yeas and nays.
Mr. President.
Yeah.
I asked.
Senator, point of order.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. The pending amendment number 2414 would cause the underlying legislation to exceed the Banking Committee's Section 302A allocation of a new budget authority and outlays. Therefore, I raise a point of order against this measure pursuant to Section 302F of the Congressional Budget Act of 1974.
Mr. President, pursuant to Section 904 of the Congressional Budget Act of 1974, I move to waive Section 302F of that act for the purposes of the pending amendment. I ask for the yeas and nays.
Is there a sufficient second? There appears to be. The clerk will call the roll.